So guys, what's up? Tools in action. One of the coolest drill presses on the market. I don't even think another drill press can do what this is capable of in the
consumer market.
Yeah, but I don't want to say consumer because professionals do use this. I'm talking in the sub, $2,000 drill press range, because I'm sure that big CNC makers make machines that are just crazy. But this is the Nova Voyager DVR, you guys. It's a 50 to 5,500 RPM, no belt, quiet drill press.
So you don't have to worry about changing belts like in the old ones where you have to take the top off, change the belts. You're not saying you don't have to do that in this
Exactly.
one.
And with those old ones, you were limited to like just 4 speeds or just 6 speeds, depending on 1 speed, 2 speed, whatever.
Yeah.
Depending on how you had those belts configured, and it was kind of a pain in the butt.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I never really wanted an old drill press. I'm like, you know what? I'll just use like these tap things and whatever. But this one, you guys, has tons of sensors in it. It can control your load, your depth, your vibration, and emergency stops. Has direct variable speed control like we talked about. You just turn this dial and you're able to up and lower the RPMs of it. It's controlled by a computer. It also has a speed selections chart. I mean, obviously a lot of you guys that are going to buy this are going to know what RPM you're going to want to be at. But in case you don't, we're going to go through it in a second and show you that, hey, I want this to be, I'm using a spade bit and I'm going through hardwood or whatever.
Yeah.
And it'll tell you the exact RPM that it believes that it should go through is going to give you the best cut.
Yep.
Or is it hole?
Hole, I guess.
Do they call them cuts?
It's still a cut. You're still cutting through wood technically.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess,
Digital speed readout, you guys, has a slow start. It also has a tapping assist function, electronic braking, and it has 6 inches of quill travel with only 2 rotations of the handle. So that means you rotate this thing twice and you got 6 inches of depth travel going on there. You can either set the depth manually with this user setup here, or the computer can do it for you, and it can give you, it can either just beep, it can either stop. However you want to set it up, it's very customizable to how you want it to know when you've hit the depth on it. Obviously, it's got forward and reverse. What else?
Well, I mean, it's got a nice sized table. The table is 16 and a half inches, so it's big. It's a thick table. It's not a cheap table. You can also tilt it to from a negative 45 to a 45 degrees. So if you want to make certain holes that way, even 360 degrees. So I mean, you can pretty much set this up in any configuration you want to. And what's cool about this thing is what's this thing run about 1,500? You said?
Yeah,
about
roughly.
$1,500. So, I mean, it's an expensive piece of machinery, and they do back with a 5-year warranty. So, I mean, that's nice to see a nice big warranty like that on this type of machine. So,
yeah, and I mean, really, $1,500 for this machine.
It's really not bad.
Not bad.
It's really not bad at all.
Not bad at all. So what we're gonna do? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't know if you want to take them through. I'll zoom
I'll
up.
take you through a couple of the features, you guys. And what we're basically gonna do is we're gonna drill a 1.5-inch hole through I wish I had my digital caliper with me so I can actually show you. A 1.5-inch hole through a 2x4, which pretty much should just take us to the bottom of the 2x4.
Okay, let me zoom in.
Yeah, so to power up on the side here, we're gonna power up. First thing comes up, can you read it, Eric?
Yeah.
It's just saying always wear eye protection, be proper. And it's always gonna ask you, do you wanna calibrate the height sensor? In this, I already calibrated it the other day. No, if I was doing a more precise job where I really needed it to be dead on, I would. So we're gonna hit cancel and no. So right now it just goes up to a screen that tells me it's gonna run at 900 RPM. The depth, it's 0.03 inches. That's the error, that's how far it's off. So if I would calibrate that, I could probably get that down. And set depth, which we're gonna set in a different thing. Load is gonna tell you how much load the thing's taken. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go to menu. I'll run you through the menu real fast. First we have the speed chart. Then we have the user depth setting. Then we have the self-start and off. Then we have some advanced modes. The edit F shortcut. So let's say I'm doing, I want to do 1/2-inch holes and it's always repetitive. That could be F1. If I want to do, 2-inch holes through steel, that could be F2. So I have 4 user settings that I can go through there for shortcuts. Favorite speeds, that's the F settings also. Direction, I can turn it forward and reverse, and then of course configuration. So let's start with the speed chart. So basically we're going to go through a 2x4 here, which would be pine, that's softwood, right?
Yeah.
So we just click the center. Boom. So first thing it's going to ask us, what kind of bit do we want to use? Do we want to use a twist bit, a brad point?
Oh wow, that's really cool. I like that.
Bullet point, it is cool. A Forstner, a glass tile bit, a hole saw, spade bit with spurs, countersink, shear cut, power bore bits, circle cutters, and then exit. So obviously for this job, we're going to just be using a regular twist bit. So we're going to hit that and hit OK. Now it's going to ask us what size twist bit are we going to use here.
That's really cool.
So we're going to go through, we're using a 5/8. So we're going to go down to 5/8, 7/16 to 5/8. We're going to hit OK. Now, are we going through softwood, hardwood, or acrylic? We're going to be going through softwood, so that's going to give us 1,500 RPMs, right? So set speed 1,500 RPMs, confirm, yes. Okay, so now I want to set the depth. So I'm going to go back to the menu. I'm going to go to user set depth. I'm going to click OK. What I'm going to do is take it down to 1.5 inches. Okay, hit that. Oh, I don't think I have to hit that, but I'm just going to hit confirm. Okay, so now if we look at our screen here, we're 1,500 RPM. Our depth, that's basically telling us we're 0.3 off because of the way I calibrated it. Like I said, I could calibrate it a lot better. It just takes a little time to go through the calibration. You got to set it to 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, stuff like that. And the set depth is 150. So what I'm going to do is I'll start it here, Eric, and then once it's started, just pan out because I just want to show you guys the screen. So I'm just going to hit on. And there's my load. So now you can back it up a little, Eric.
Hold on.
Hear how smooth it is?
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Actually, let me get a little bit closer to. All right.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just start drilling. And as I get to the end, feel it stop. So, see up here, it said target depth reach. It said you want to calibrate the height sensor. But before that, it said target depth reached. So, technically now, if I take this 2x4 off of here, if my calibrations were correct, I know I was a bit off, but we should just have, yeah, my calibrations were a little bit off, but we're right there. I can just see it starting to pop through. I can see it pop, yeah. You know? But so obviously, okay, so let's change that then.
Which is fine if you just go to like, 1.7.
Yeah, where's my calipers, man? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to change it up a little bit, just to go a little bit deeper. Okay, so we're going to go back to menu. We're going to go to set depth. We're going to take it down to 1.6, you think?
I can do 1.7, be on the safe
side. I mean, because I
side.
have a little bit of play here, so I already have like, yeah, let's do 1.7. No, we'll do 1.7, okay. So I'll do 1.7, I'll confirm it, and here we go again. So I'm going to hit on. And here we go. Okay, that definitely went through that time. I was kind of hoping to just get at the very bottom.
Well, that's what you were on the last one. You were at the very bottom.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to just peek through just one more. You know what? Where are we at? 1.6? Let's do it again.
You started at 1.5, so maybe can you do like 1.55?
Yes. Good call, Eric. Good call. You're so smart. So, like I said, you guys, this is unscientific. We could calibrate the sensor and be right on. But like I said, we have a little bit of play here, space. So I could either drop the bit a little bit to touch the work and go from there. But it's a 2x4. I'm not looking for precision on this. And I'm just trying to do a video with you guys. So what we'll do is we're going to go to menu again. We're going to go to set user depth. And then we're going to take it down. What did you say?
1.55.
1.55. So let's see if that will take us and show through the bottom here. So we'll hit confirm it. We'll hit on. Oh yeah, that went right through.
Yeah, I think you're right. So then 1.5. So you can go between 1.5 and 1.55. You couldn't do like a 1.53.
Not that I believe, but there could be in settings. Yeah, see how it just barely went through? Yeah. You can tell it didn't go all the way through. Yeah. So that was perfect. So really calculating my error, my little play here.
0.03 or 0.3.
That was perfect, yeah. So if I turn it down.
So if you calibrate it, you can pretty much get precision.
Yes, you can get precision. Obviously not with this job. I didn't want to. Well, I mean, I could have. I could go through calibration, but it's boring. Okay, so now let's go back to the menu, you guys. So
let me go back up to the top one. All right,
so now let's go back to menu. So speed chart, user set depth we talked about, self-start on off. We can just turn it on or off. I gotta look into that, why you'd want it to self-start. Advanced mode, pilot hole. Slow start, start speed, material. Menu takes you back. Edit F shortcuts. So we can say do F shortcuts there. Forward or reverse. Let's see configuration. So configuration, drill settings. Let's see. Max speed. Oh, so right now you're right, Eric. Right now the max speed is set to 3,000 RPMs. So we could technically turn that up to 5,500.
Because then when you do that, you're either from 50 to 3,000, or what is it, 3,000 to 5,500? So like a high and a low is what I thought it was. It's 50 to 3,000 RPM default, or you can set it from 3,000 to 5,500. So if you're doing a lot more faster stuff, you can
Okay. Vibration sensor, load sensor, all this stuff is configurable through there. I can set up passwords if I don't want Eric on it. What's motor parameters? Wow, all kinds of crazy motor parameter stuff. So as you see, well, no, I mean,
I know, I don't know what that is.
You know, I mean,
but it is cool. You can do something with it.
Does that mean just because you don't know what the motor parameters are doesn't mean don't get it? You know, I mean, this thing does some crazy stuff. This is the coolest drill press ever.
I think so.
So basically, here, let's do this too. I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm just going to show you guys. So let's just turn it on. And the cool thing is you can adjust the speed on the fly.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, very cool.
That thing is so smooth there.
It's quiet too.
Yeah, come feel, put your hand on it, feel how smooth that is.
Oh, wow. That is wild.
This is like a precision piece of equipment. So the good thing about that is, like let's say you're going through metal and like, you know what, I got to get a little, all the way down to 50. That's 50.
Wow.
Wow. See when I hold that?
Yeah.
Look at the load go up.
That's cool. So it looks like it's actually adjusting it from 50, but as soon as it gets a load, the RPM goes up a little bit to adjust so it keeps it constant.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. But look at that. Look at that slow speed. And then
wow, what a cool idea, man. That's
yeah.
That is very cool.
So it wants me to calibrate that sensor, you guys, but I didn't. Other than that, man, I gotta say, this is probably one of the coolest tools I've seen all year.
This is the coolest tool I've seen in 2017.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, yeah, but no,
but it's awesome.
But this is one of my coolest tools in the garage now.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
I mean,
like
I had drill presses before, and it's like, there would always be a pain. They'd always be in my way because I just couldn't get precision out of them. Mm-hmm. Now, with the precision of the Nova, it's going to be, like, amazing. Like I said, you guys, $1,500, is that a lot? Probably it's a little high for a homeowner drill press, but honestly, for what this is, I think it's a steal.
I think, like you said, if you're not using it all the time, it's definitely not a drill press for you. But if you're into woodworking or someone who wants precision with whether you're doing metal or whatever it is, definitely $1,500. I want to say, I don't want to say it's a drop in the bucket, but if you're using it a lot, that's a.
But for what it does and the controls and everything that's in it, what'd you say? A 3-year warranty? 5-year warranty. I mean, for all that, it's definitely worth $1,500.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're looking for a drill press, this is the drill press.
It's quality.
For you.
I mean, the base is not cheap. I mean, everything on it is solid metal. I mean, it's not like there's not.
Came in a really nice box, you guys. Mm-hmm. Shipped in like this big box. Everything was in styrofoam, and it was real simple to put together. Basically, you put the base, you put the tube on the base, and then you put the table on, and then you put the head on. It's all adjustable. Everything is adjustable on here, which is very cool. So, I mean, this would be your manual stops right here if you wanted to do, you go to 2 inches and.
How smooth is the table going up and down?
Oh, really smooth.
Is it? Let's see.
Well, you got to get back there and unlock it. Everything shows the table moving up and down. Thought you wish you didn't open your mouth now?
Yeah, you want to unlock it. There he goes. Oh, wow.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a really smooth table. And like I said, everything is adjustable.
So where's the, oh, tilts then from the front, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything is adjustable. So, that's it, you
Cool.
guys.
Ow.
Sorry we didn't have the greatest background. That's it, you guys. That's the Nova Voyager DVR. Check it out. Let us know what you guys think at the bottom. I mean, you know, this kind of tool makes me want to get into more projects and working.
I mean, for you, for like metalworking, I think this would be perfect. You do a lot of different things like that.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great.
but it makes me want to really start getting into it. I just, you know, I'm going to try to make the time now to come out here to the shop and really get on this thing. I mean, I think it's an awesome product.
Yep.
Definitely. Good job, Nova. Tools in Action, you guys. Hashtag TA Crew. If you have any questions, comment below, or we'll put the link to the website where you can go check it out for yourself. Tools in Action.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.